All right, everybody, welcome back to The Delusional Fan with Geraghty and McCloud. Chris Geraghty, Ryan McCloud sitting here with you today. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. Check us out on Facebook. We'd like when you comment on Facebook, especially giving us your picks, right, which our boy Evan didn't do so well this week, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. I gave him some crap online today, so I figured you'd like that. But, all right, next up, Badgers start their Big Ten schedule.
Big week, man.
One of the toughest, I guess, maybe 5-week periods in a schedule I've seen for the Badgers.
Yes.
That I can remember in a long time.
Yep.
I mean, we've got, what, 3 top 20, 3 top 10 teams?
We're going to play number 8, number 2, number 3, and then like number 8. Oh, did they drop it? Did Iowa drop out of the top 20?
We'll have to check that out in a bit.
I would like to.
It doesn't matter. I think we're going to beat Iowa anyways. But
well, still, those are, again, I put a little bit more on the Iowa game. That's always a tough game. They're a rivalry game.
Sparty is a 6-point favorite so far from what I've seen.
Which could be bigger.
It should be bigger.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Especially
that is the spread. That's a tough game to pick.
Especially the going fact that we're going to have a quarterback making his first ever start in college football. But I do think that was the best transition. We talked about it in our Badger preview show. I was a Alex Hornibrook guy since I watched the red and white game. I think he is the prototype that we've been looking for. Big, tall, strong, huge arm, poised in the pocket.
Right. And stature is one thing because Joel Stave has the quarterback build. He has the perfect build for being a standout quarterback. Hornibrook looks like he's got the talent, some of the best talent we've had maybe ever at that position.
And Hornibrook came over with Chris from Pitt. He was going to start at Pitt, or at least that was Chris' idea. And you could kind of tell, because the one thing, John Pett brought this up, he said the difference between Christ and why he likes Christ between his predecessors.
Yeah.
Not just Anderson, but Anderson, Bielema,
Alphonse.
Is they would have never pulled Bart Houston. They'd have let Bart Houston finish the season as the starting quarterback, no matter how it went. Christ said, this was my guy.
Right.
We need to win this game. We've got a tough schedule coming up.
What's interesting there, too, though, and that goes actually to what I've talked to you about, is that I think ultimately he probably wanted to start Hornibrook. I think he does take some of the old school sensibilities that an Alvarez or an Anderson or a Bielema might have and put the senior in, let him play, let's see how it plays out, and you're not going to throw your season away. I think it was, I'm going to give this guy the nod. He's been here for 5 years. And not only that, but if Hornibrook is a Chris guy from Pitt, Houston was a Chris guy from when he was here.
Yeah.
Okay? He's the guy who got him to come here. He stayed here for 5 seasons, and now he's back. I think he had to give him that nod. I think ultimately he wants Hornibrook to be the starter and be the future of the program. So this is our first real test since the LSU game, right? And this isn't Georgia State. And I think you said, again, when we were talking about it a couple days ago, like, well, Georgia State's pretty good. They went to a bowl game. It's different. It's different going into a number 8 Michigan State, a rivalry game, and playing well there. So we'll get a chance to see what he's really made of here.
And State does what State does. They're running the ball really well. They've got, 215 yards total rushing. They're passing the ball, they're even 215 passing and rushing so far. The difference will be in the defense. I would hope Wisconsin's defense has been a little bit more stout. Really, the only time you really saw kind of a chink in the Wisconsin defense's armor is a little bit with Georgia State marched the ball a couple times down the field. And I don't know, again, if that was maybe sleeping on a team a little bit. Who knows?
You're probably looking forward to the Michigan State game and the slate you have coming up. But
points per game are right there, 32 for Michigan State, 31 for Wisconsin. The last 5 games for Michigan State, they obviously beat...
they just had a big win against Notre Dame.
They had a big win against Notre Dame, so they won 36-28, which again...
I don't know how good Notre Dame is, but...
Notre Dame's a good team. They're 18th now, but they were top 10 ranked. And that game wasn't as close as the score let out to be. Then they had, obviously, their cakewalk
so
as
I
their
think
first game of the
this will
season.
be the X factor, or at least one of them. This is going to be a big deal going into this game specifically. I'm sure you've already heard, but our top 3 running backs are injured. They're not going to play. Or at least they're not expected to play.
Clement still isn't even expected to play.
Beal and Shaw are out. This leaves Ogunbowale to take over, and they're going against the number 1 run defense in the Big Ten.
And he's not good enough.
So that's going to be, and keep your eye on that, is my, keep your eye on factor of the game there. He's going to be our only sole healthy running back playing this weekend, or at least as of now, playing this weekend. So we'll see how that
He's
shakes
still
out.
listed as questionable. Clement is for the game.
Right.
If he can come back, tape the damn ankle up because we need him.
Yeah, right. You're going to need some sort of run game to help settle Hornibrook down a little bit and give him some assistance on the offense, right? Let him get some things going in the air. So
Here's what I can say though about Hornibrook and about the air is Michigan State has a young secondary that's not great. You saw Notre Dame, especially in the second half, torch the secondary. Wisconsin can do it too. The problem with Wisconsin, again, guys like Fumagalli are hurt. So we might. I'm just hoping, like you said, I hope these injuries really don't.
I would like to think our top 3 running backs are injured. I would like to think one of those guys will man up and play this weekend. And granted, if it's too hard, like if you're actually really injured, you can't play. But I would like to think that one of those guys will be. It won't just be Ogunbowale coming in there by himself. So
the FPI has this game at 51-49 Michigan State. So
I can see it.
I mean, they're believing in Wisconsin.
Yeah,
That's what they're doing, and I think we can too. I think a lot of it, like you said, it's going to depend on health. If we're completely healthy, there's no reason Badgers can't win the game. I think they're going to actually have a tougher time with Michigan and with Ohio State. Just looks so good, but I think Michigan State's a beatable team.
I do too, and I think we said going into the season, or at least I know I said, the 2 games out of this 4-game stretch is going to be the Iowa-Michigan State over the Ohio State-Michigan. So
correct.
And Michigan had struggled last week. The only team that didn't struggle out of those teams was Ohio State.
Right.
And they looked damn good. They looked worthy of a top 5 spot right now.
I was going to say, between them and Alabama, they're the 2 best teams in the country.
I would agree. It'd be cool to see a rematch of that too.
So, yeah, let's... I really think we're going to have to rely on Hornibrook's arm. We're going to have to throw it. Even if Clement's healthy, obviously he's still going to be hobbled a little bit by the ankle and how tough it hurts.
No, you're right. Hornibrook he's going to have to make a couple big throws to win the game.
And even bigger, which we've seen as a trend, especially Game 1 and Game 3, our wide receivers are going to have to make the catches that they need to make.
I mean, Hornibrook is almost flawless in that game stepping in last week. If it weren't for a wheel right drop catch that went right into the arms of
and that's the thing, went right through his hands for a pick.
No, it was a perfectly placed pass.
Right.
So, I totally agree with that. Those guys need to get their head out of their ass, essentially.
So let's go, Bucky. That game, that's a night game, right?
Yep.
So that's going to be...
No. That's 11 a.m. Is
that 11 a.m.? Hold on.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, you're right. On the Big Ten Network, so make sure you're watching Wisconsin versus Michigan State. Again, it's at Michigan State. Michigan State's young quarterback is young like Wisconsin's quarterback, so I guess you can compare that. Hopefully the Badgers can get healthy. You want to make a prediction for the game?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so what do you got?
I'm going Homer on this one, dude.
Go Homer. I'm going Homer again. I'm not betting against them until they prove me wrong.
Right,
so.
I'm going Wisco. 35-31.
Okay. I don't think the score is going to be as big. I'm going to go 24-17 Badgers.
Okay.
I still think that Sparty's run defense is going to be good. It's whether, if our guys can catch the ball. I think we're going to see, again, a couple big drops when they don't need to happen, but hopefully we can overcome, and our defense can stop that running game of Michigan State. So that is our prediction for the Badgers-Michigan State. Let us know what you think. Post it on Facebook.
Anything college football related, post it on there. Yeah,
anything college football related.
Really quick, Florida State got their asses kicked. We didn't talk about that at all.
The brakes,
dude,
beating off them.
It was hideous.
Louisville looks like, I don't know if Louisville's the real deal or that quarterback is the real deal.
I agree.
For 4
I think
touchdowns.
It's more the quarterback than anything, but yeah, he's damn good.
It's good. So, yes, it was fun seeing Florida State lose, even though I had them in my Final Four. I don't care if they lose.
I do.
I really don't. So, all right, we come back. It is top 5 time. This top 5, we thought, because we've got rivalries going on all week. We had a rivalry last week, Packer Vikings. Now we've got Wisconsin, Michigan State. We're going to do top 5 all-time sports rivalries, our top 5 rivalries. So make sure you post those on Facebook too. We'll be right back with the top 5.
We'll see how far back yours go.
Okay.